Hello, everybody, and welcome to Week 5 of the Rising Star Draft.
Week 5, hold on, what did you write here? Week 5, the dream's alive!
That's right. Took me a whole 10 seconds to come up with that.
Faster than I usually do it.
And we have little announcement we have to make. Not little. Actually, it's kind of big. Which is that, unfortunately, we have had Shine has needed to drop from the draft for personal reasons. Meaning we do have 5 players remaining in the draft. And it means for all of Shine's current and future opponents for the remainder of the draft, they will receive a bye for the week that they have for facing him. This week, it is ABC 102493 has received a bye in place of Shine needing to drop out.
Which unfortunately means we will not be able to watch them play this week. And unfortunately, as we sped through our special admin bouts last week, we're going to have a bit of a shorter showing this week, as we'll only have 2 matches.
Yep, only 2 matches. We're not even like feigning ignorance and having more matches. We just don't. We only have the 2 matches for you guys.
Look at the video link. What do you think that is?
Yeah.
Blank space just to trick you. Hover over it. You see that blackness? You see that nothingness? That's nothing. That's blank space to trick you.
That's right.
We're not. That would be too much work. We're not actually doing that.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing that. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have our 2 matches this week, which is the one you see on your screen right here, which is Guardian versus Derbologist, as well as our second set, which is Diwu versus Diz, that we have for you guys this week.
So without further ado, let's get on to this first match, shall we?
Let's do it. Let's talk about these teams. Let's start with Guardian here. We've got 2 new incomers to our match here. 2 Pokemon that Guardian has not used before, has elected to bring versus Derbologist very deep into the draft's length in Florges and Electros.
Some rather interesting mons. I know Florges has really high special defense and I believe it has some pretty good support moves for a doubles move set. Whereas Electros, I don't really know what this thing does besides be an electric type with levitate, so it doesn't have necessarily any weaknesses.
Yeah, outside of some maybe crazy shenanigans with like gravity or something that removes the ability, Electros has 0 weaknesses altogether, which is for the most part super beneficial. It's also relatively defensive. You can build this thing to survive some good special attacking as well as physical attacking moves. I believe it's more specially bulky than physical, but this thing has access to quite a few moves to either tempo in with Volt Switch, it has Coil, which can maybe build it as a physical attacker as well as being a bit more tanky. It's got some options.
Depending on what kind of Guardian we're playing this week, it kind of depends on what sort of moveset this thing will have, because recently Guardian's been going on more of an offense-focused strategy, but something about seeing this thing setting up Coil also feels very classic Guardian to me.
It really does. We've seen it quite a lot. I don't think any of these Pokemon can learn Aqua Ring. Maybe Cloyster. We might be seeing it. I'm not sure.
I don't want to see Aqua Ring on Cloyster. Are you kidding me? I want that thing to Shell Smash and shoot someone. I don't want to see any dumb shit on that thing. You're not cooking shit with that.
But I can tell you what
we've got an oven and nuggies in the fridge, okay?
Got the TV dinner in the microwave.
That's not a clam, that's a hungry man. Got the kid cuisine.
That's right. Kid cuisine type beat. But we have Golurk, who we have seen for the past few matches have that legendary no guard dynamic punch, which I would anticipate we would probably be seeing again, just because it's a strategy that's proven effective in the matches that he's brought it in.
I mean, it's pretty solid. I don't know if Golurk has anything to run. Like, what other abilities does Golurk have that it would not want to have no guard? And if it's running no guard, why would it not want Dynamic Punch? Unless, of course, Derpologist is possibly reading this and has like Terra Ghost on every single one of his mons.
Yeah, just I'm ready for nothing is getting no Dynamic Punched. The other thing that Golurk is Iron Fist. That's the other ability it can get. It also gets Klutz, but like, what are we doing with Klutz?
What are we doing?
The craziest skill swap play you've ever seen in your life.
Klutz just makes it so your item doesn't do anything, right?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, what the fuck is that? God damn it.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, it's running Klutz, obviously, folks.
Clearly, yeah. This thing's probably running no guard. We've seen it work in the past. I don't see why it wouldn't be working again. But Iron Fist is also good. It gives you access to stronger elemental punches, as well as Shadow Punch for even more damage. But I feel like we're just going to be seeing no guard. Like, why are we stopping?
And there's really no reason to. That train's going to keep going, and it's going to keep hitting 120s and hitting confusions. Guaranteed.
Yep. But there is something to be said of this is what Guardian's been doing the past few weeks. So we joked about Terra Ghost, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Derpologists prepare for that in one way or another. Like, even something as quirky as a Person Berry, right? Like, just let's get rid of that confusion, because I'm reading that you're probably going to bring this.
In fact, just quick looking at Derpologist's team, I believe there's is that 3 fighting type weaknesses? I think Togedemaru is Steel, Berserker Steel, and Cradley is Grass Rock. I don't remember if Grass resists fighting.
Does not. So yeah, this is 3 weaknesses to fighting, but we obviously have an immunity with Delmies as well as a resistance in Arbok's poison type. So it's, yes, we have 3 weaknesses, and yes, we'll probably see a Terra if that's what the game plan is here, but it does look like we have some preparation for it.
I guess we'll see. It really depends on what Derpologist was zeroing in on when considering what Guardy would be bringing to the table. And speaking of zeroing in, let's stop doing that and go look and check out these other mons that he's got here. We have Ndidi Male, who I believe... We even prepared for this. I don't think we saw him last week. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen him. Is that right?
Yeah, so Ndidi was in the very first week that happened, which was Guardian versus Diwu. It was Ndidi with Galissapod that was skill swapping the emergency exit.
Oh, God. Yeah. Okay.
And
we're gonna see skill swap again.
Galissapod's back. You know what? The Klutz dream. It's here.
Listen, I already blew my load with the kids' cuisine joke, but
hey, yo.
But Guardian, please do something cool with skill swap if you're gonna pull this shit again. Because last time you used it, it was like, yeah, it did something, but also like it wasn't huge. You didn't give slow start to some other mon. You didn't I don't know. You didn't get no guard or something. I can't think of anything else, but
Yeah. Now, notably, like you said, Ndidi it didn't show up in the last week that Guardian did, which was Guardian versus Diz. But Xatu came in as that sort of support aspect. It's very clear that Guardian likes to run at least 1 or 2 support/utility bonds on the team, and it seems like it's Ndidi's turn here. My guess is because Ndidi has that very crucial normal typing, which can stop maybe a Poltergeist coming in from Adelmes. It also has Psychic Surge, which stops some of those priority moves, such as Helping Hand.
Oh, wait, it completely stops Helping Hand?
It stops all priority moves. That's what Psychic Terrain does.
Does that include stuff like that? I thought it was just attacking priority moves, really.
We might have to cut this, but let me check. Does it? Anyway, let's take a look at Derpologist's team, I reckon.
We got the dynamic duo, the Blowjob Brothers, the Scissor Sisters, the 1-2 buckle your fucking own shoes and piss your own pants. We got Berserker and Delmise over here. And yeah, I mean they're gonna kill you.
They sure are.
I don't know what else I want to say about this. I mean, is there any reason anthropologists would run something different on these two? I mean, they're pretty scary. You know, with Steelworker and whatever Berserker's ability is. Fucking Terra, Steel, Ironhead just deals 1,000,000 damage. Poltergeist does 1,000,000 damage. Fucking, I think one of them has Helping Hand for sure. So you know your partner could deal 1,000,000 damage, and you could just, you know.
Yep, clap them cheeks. That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
That's all I'm saying.
You're right, but I wasn't trying to do that. But moving on to the other steel type, we got Togedemaru, who kind of just collected his paycheck the last time he showed up and then died.
That's right. Came in, I believe, landed a fake out, and then got earthquaked by Hippowdon, and died.
And folks, could we really want anything else besides that?
I mean, I look at Togedemaru, and the first thing I want to do is just earthquake it to death. I mean, I don't know about you, but I get flashbacks to, you know, the electric child from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and I'm just like, nah, this thing needs to die immediately.
Oh, he was one of the Totemons, wasn't he?
That's right, yep. But yeah, Togedemaru, typically just a, you know, support Pokemon, has access to Spiky Shield, which is protect, except if you hit me, you take damage. It also has Iron Barb, so if you hit me, you take damage. So it's just
wear a Rocky helmet, so if you hit him, you take damage.
Yeah, so it's like sure, you want to hit me with something. If it's contact moves, you're going to be having a really tough time.
You're going to be taking damage.
Yeah. On top of Arbok is going to be preventing said damage with what I could only assume to be Intimidate. On this to stop a Cloyster skill link that we're going to see. It's going to be reducing that Icicle Spear, Rock Blast, whatever we're running. Could stop Golurk Dynamic Punch from maybe getting a KO on somebody, which is always important. And potentially dropping an attack of a First Impression Golisopod or maybe a Leech Life. Or there's a lot of physical attackers on this team. And I feel like Arbok's Intimidate is going to be super important here.
And that's just talking about Intimidate. This thing also gets Glare, and it's definitely running it for that 100% paralysis chance.
Now, something to note about Glare and other status effects is we've seen Guardian has run plenty of ways to refresh off of Cloyster. I believe we've seen Aromatherapy come out. Like, Guardian is not afraid to run status healing moves on his team because he just does not like getting toxic, does not like getting paralyzed or burned or any of that shit.
No, sir. Guardian's definitely the kind of player that would like, comment, subscribe, and hit the heal bell, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, baby. Yes, sir. Damn, that was fire. Oh, you gotta subscribe now.
Come on. Okay, enough chilling. Anyway, so we got Cradily or Cradily? Crad? The fuck is this thing called?
Yeah, Cradily.
Cradily?
I don't know. Cradily. It's like a lily pad thing. Not a lily pad, but like a lily.
I'm looking it up. Say something smarter about it while I look it up.
So Cradily, last time we saw it come in, it had that power herb to be able to Solar Blade something and just deal insane amounts of damage as a physical attacker. This thing can also have a little bit of special attacking. If you want to run things like Giga Drain, you want to run Power Gem, stuff to get that good stab damage. Grass Rock inherently isn't a terrible typing, while Grass and Rock both have a lot of weaknesses to their typing. They kind of cover each other a little bit, Fire only being neutral damage. And so Cradily has a lot of good options to be able to check either a physical or a special threat on the opposer's side.
All right, so quick news update. Cradily may be a combination of Cradle and Lily, but also they're based on crinoids, which are an extinct sea lily. It's pretty cool. It is a Fossilmon, so that makes sense.
True. The more you know.
Can't say
really.
You don't learn something here.
That's right. Can't. Listen, we're here to educate, to entertain, and to whatever the other E you're supposed to do in content. Enjoyment? Is it? I don't know. There's supposed to be 3 E's. We're doing at least 2 of the 3 of them, all right?
Are there E's? Why are you making up E's?
I feel like I heard somewhere that there's like, E's you need to do when you're providing content for somebody. It's entertain, educate, and like, I don't know, elect them as president, something. I don't know, but
yeah. So, anyways, about that. What about Hippowdon?
Yeah, Hippowdon we saw in week 1 against Shine. It was brought out and it was doing some good damage with Sand Force, getting rid of, taking the Sandstorm and being able to do more damage through that sand stream.
Oh, right. No, yeah, you're right. It wasn't running Sandstream, but I believe he had a partner that used Sandstorm.
Yes, with the Smooth Rock to be able to make it so it is more sandy. It's sandy longer. But this thing could also run Sandstream, where I set up the Sandstorm now, and we get Darude on the phone, and we start doing good chip damage that can maybe get rid of Leftovers or Aqua Ring on the other side, just to make things a little bit more difficult to keep that HP as high as Guardian would want.
Also very helpful if this thing is heavily physically defensive against Guardian's very physically offensive team.
Yeah, I don't know with the calcs, but I mean, I don't know if a Galissapod liquidation kills this thing, because it can be super tanky. It also gets access to Yawn, which is, if we've seen anything, sleep is very good in a doubles format. And just being able to put people to sleep, even if it's not one turn with, a Spore from a Parasect, for example, it's still good to get those status ailments off. Maybe Aromatherapy can take care of it, refresh, whatever. But sleep is just such a brutal status to deal with, so...
I guess we'll have to see. Enough waffling around. Do you mind if we get this match started?
I would love to get this match started. Let's get into it. Game 1 of Guardian versus Derbologist, Week 5. Let's get it.
All right. Good luck. Have fun from both players. We love to see that. We're going to crash! The goal lurk out by Guardian and going to be close by the Galissapod. I don't understand that second one. I feel like there's a pairing to that I don't really get. As Derbologist is starting with Crydalee and Hippowdon with the Sandstream.
And no nicknames. Something that Guardian likes to do sometimes is name his Pokemon out of his strategy. So is there a move that has close in it that maybe he's using? I'm not sure. But we do have Sandstream on the Hippowdon. So we're not running Sand Force, but we are Sandstream.
That thing doesn't get close combat, does it? We're going to crap. Whoa, what is it doing?
My Terra fighting. Is something dying to a Dynamic Punch?
No, sir, as we're getting the Protect on the Crydalee side. High horsepower.
Okay, that's just good damage.
Doubling the Crydalee. Oh, wait, the Storm Drain.
Yeah, Storm
Guardian seemed to have forgotten.
Well, now we know, right? So we can't Liquidation this Hippowdon. Might have been Derbologist's whole goal going into this.
Here comes the Diva. Oh, the Terra Poison at a bad time. What's it using? Sludge Wave? I hope not. Oh, no, that's resisting the Dynamic Punch, but it's getting confused.
Uh-oh, Helping Hand.
It's a Sludge Wave! Oh, whoa!
It's a special attacker! All right, that's massive! Oh my god, the Golurk's dead!
I'm surprised that Florges didn't get one shot. This thing is massively specially defensive invested, but I mean, that's just a mon in general.
That's right, yeah, it's a pretty decently fast Pokemon and special. Got a blast! Uh-oh.
Got a blast!
I think something's getting exploded on.
But like you said, Derbologist switching out to Arbok to get that attack lowered, which is great because here comes the Icicle Sphere, and I think it's going to survive it. Yep, that's 5 hits.
Oh, eject button. So now it's swapping out. Now we have another Intimidate drop-in coming soon.
Oh, smart.
Breaks your confusion. Ingrain. Oh my goodness.
The Lion Tech? He's staying in?
Yeah, you're forced to now. I mean, how do you answer a Terra Poison Rock Blast miss?
Oh, missed. Ironhead does it though. It doesn't kill. Damn.
Yeah.
I guess it resisted. No, it didn't resist. It's neutral.
But it also, Cloyster has a very high HP stat. Wish comes true onto the Electros, not doing too much. Helping Hand. Hopefully we break through the confusion. Because Rock Blast isn't going to do a lot with this minus attack on the Cloyster here.
Yeah.
This is through Life Orb. I didn't even notice this Cloyster was Life Orb.
Up there's the coil. Classic Guardian setting the fuck up. Oh, it's a confusion that sucks!
Yeah.
A wasted turn on Derpologist's side.
Yeah, completely missed with that helping hand. It's bound to happen. Intimidate. This Cloister is doing no damage. Actually, this might still kill.
Yep, it kills. Wow, just barely.
Yep, even through the -2.
Luckily, at some point, Drain Punch. What? I thought you said this was special attack.
I could have swore that Electros is a special attacker.
Actually, it is using Coil, so that'd be weird if it was a special attacker.
Oh, it's actually both. You can run this either physical attacker or special attacker. Okay.
Huh. Well, you know.
All right, Berserker is back with Delmi. Uh-oh, they're here.
The duo. Oh, the spear's gonna be super effective. He does not have the Terra Ghost this time because he used it on his Cradley, but it survives because of the -2.
Yeah, this Arbok's really coming in clutch. Ironhead into the Electros.
Not doing any damage.
Gets the flinch, which is huge. Brutal swing.
Whoa.
Hits every target with a dark type move. That's a very interesting bring.
Does that move have another effect to it?
No, it just hits everybody on the field.
Okay. I must be thinking of something else then. So swapping out to Hippowdon again, setting up the Sandstorm.
Trick gives Hippowdon a Choice Scarf. It has
an ability shield.
Ability shield, which stops it from losing its ability?
Why would Hippowdon have that?
That's a great question.
Oh, I guess, Fighting Guardian don't want to lose the skill swap, you know?
Oh, that's a good point. It was probably reading another skill swap. Okay. Really doesn't want to stop the Sandstorm.
It would still proc though, so I'm not really sure how what the thought process there is.
Shadow Claw, but
it's
like
Shadow Claw. Oh, praying for a crit because
oh, he's dead!
He's clocking out again.
Wow, that did a lot of damage. I know Steel and Electric don't resist water as much as you would really want to think they do, but that just killed. That's super murdered.
Lissapie ain't fucking around, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, this is just going to be another liquidation. There's no more Cradily to Storm Drain that's Hippowdon. And like,
yeah, I'm not really sure what Topologist is hoping for here because it's just going to keep coiling up and Guardian's other slot is just going to kill something. And, oh, wow,
it lives! That's crazy! But, like, this thing could just Drain Punch the Berserker, get all of its HP back!
Especially now that it's +2.
Yep, Heavy Slam.
Heavy Slam. Well, it's not going to be close, but... Oh, look, the emergency exit. Smart place for Topologist. Didn't even think about that. Smell the aroma. You might have called it then, aromatherapy. Did not one-shot the Berserker, but it healed up that... Healed up Electros all the fucking way. Not having any special attackers left is really really biting Derpologist in the butt right here.
Trick to give a Choice Scarf to the Berserker in exchange for a Lumberry. Ironhead critical hit gets around the defense drop.
Ooh. Heavy Slam. That does nothing. Can I see a flinch? That's a flinch. Okay.
Oh, that's so huge. That means both the Hippowdon and Berserker have no HP. That means Dream Punch isn't going to heal him for anything.
Yeah, but he's also not really going to deal enough damage here either.
Oh my god, another flinch is insane.
I don't know what this Indeedee running, but all it has to do is sneeze and no, it gets out.
Okay, but the Ironhead, a critical hit!
There's it! Okay.
There it is again! Heavy Slam into it.
It's
another crit! Oh my god! The Electros is dead! Wait! Derpologist is back in it! His Berserker and Hippowdon have been at 10 HP total for the past, 3 turns!
He just gave us Choice Band to Indeedee? What is Guardian? What is Blood planning? He's down to 1 mod left!
Leech Life into the Berserker!
Alright, I guess that was the threat down because Hippowdon's gonna go down to, a liquidation, but frankly, anything right now is here comes the Delmies. What's Guardian gonna do to make sure he doesn't lose here?
I don't know, you can just Leech Life into the Delmies, right? Can't you? Are you dead to the Poltergeist?
Does that kill? It kills! Derpol just brought it back! Holy shit! That was undeserved. So many flinches. Nah, man, that was full deserved. That's the luck of the draw is part of the game. No? Holy fuck. He did. Derp definitely did need that double flinch that one turn to win there. I was literally joking when I was like, all right, now he just needs to crit again and he wins.
Not only were there 2 flinches, Electros was +3 defense. Those crits as well. Both of those things needed to happen in order to take that Electros down. Which, good on Derbologist for identifying my win condition is just critting and or flinching this Pokemon. But that's like a Hail Mary I'm looking at like, oh, it's fucking Jover. I can't believe he came back from that.
Don't tell me the odds type shit. That's fucking crazy.
Holy mackerel! Wow. What was this? I wonder, what was this Indeedee running? Did it not have an attacking move to just kill a Hippowdon or Berserker?
I imagine it didn't because, knowing Guardian, that thing has to be, like, full support.
Oh.
Like, Trick, Skill Swap, it definitely has aromatherapy based on the nickname alone. That could be wrong, but, I don't know what the third slot would be.
I'm so impressed that Derbologist won that game.
For real.
Oh my god.
Some days the crits do matter. And that day was today. It happened twice in a fucking row. Jesus.
He got 3 crits, 2 in 1 turn! And so many flinches beforehand! What the hell? Look at this! That's insane. Oh.
Now, that being said, if that didn't happen, Guardian... It felt like Guardian had that in the bag, right? With the proper tricks and the proper...
Well, like...
Just the setup on Electros, right? That felt pretty much, like, done and dusted.
Yeah, the moment this Electros gets a single Drain Punch, or honestly any move into either of these Pokemon, Delmies comes out, and, like, if those crits don't exist, basically, I don't think there's any way Derbologist comes back into this, because this Electros can just keep clicking moves and never dying. Now, you can't Drain Punch the Delmies, so it does depend on what that final, if, one of these moves on Electros can hit Delmies. I assume this thing's running some type of coverage, so that way you don't get blown out by Ghost types. But,
yeah.
Even if, this Golisopod near the end here, like, if this thing just is able to land a single move on one of these, it gets Trick the Choice Band around and kills the Berserker, but the Poltergeist is just too much. It's insane.
I'm looking at Delmies' moveset right now, and I'm not actually really seeing anything that could have dealt with... Oh, wait, it has fucking Poltergeist. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, fuck, Electros. Ah! I got turned around, sorry.
Oh, Electros? Okay.
Yeah, I meant to look up Electros, but then I was like, oh, Anchor, funny.
Wow, I can't believe... That's such a crazy game 1 to start. Holy mackerel. So many flinches, so many crits. Great just discovery of that win condition. And Guardian, that's gotta feel like it feels bad to lose after all that setup on the Electros. You probably felt so confident in that. It's a bit of a heartbreaker, but good stuff to Derbologist, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Quick update, Electros does get Crunch, so that could have fucked up Delmise.
Yeah, so if it's running Crunch, then, that's just something to hit into it. But there's so, many things this could have run, not even just to be super effective damage, but, like, the amount of moves you could be running. Like, this thing gets access to Fire Punch, it gets access to, probably Thunder Punch, gets access to just moves that can hit a Delmies. That's the important part. Because this thing was, like, +2 attack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was +2.
+2.
So, man, what a crazy sequence of turns! And that's just game 1!
Should we move on to game 2 then?
Let's do it! Let's head into game number 2, Derbologist versus Guardian. Let's take a look.
Nice fresh perspective with Derbologist in the front, Guardian in the background this time.
That's right. Let's get it. Do we see the same start?
Padon and Togedemaru, I believe that's a different start. And yep, the fucking shell that I hate, and Electros over there. What the fuck is it? Cloister.
Cloister is here. Intimidate drop because we saw how powerful that was.
Ooh, the crit. What the fuck? Hey.
Yo, what kind of RNG?
What god you praying to?
Yeah.
Is he nice?
He must
How
be.
many crits is that, brother?
What kind of blood sacrifices we talking here? All right.
I kind of like this Arbok setup where it with the eject button, it kind of just like it has Togedemaru's job where it comes in, clocks out, and fucking dies, except that it doesn't die. It just clocks out and then comes back in and applies Intimidate again. Speaking of the devil, here it is again.
Yeah, so interesting that this Arbok is coming in now, because if anything comes into the slot like it is, the Cloister kills it. Now that Intimidate is off the table, if either this Cloister or Electros comes in, any buffs it has are permanent.
Something to worry about, but this is these are two of Guardian's, I would say, his win cons, because every other of his mons seem kind of a little more defensively orientated. Or never mind, this Glissypod, I forgot he can beat shit up too. Because we get a nuzzle from Togedemaru, guarantee of paralysis on the Claydol.
Ingrain is back. We have it set up. Icicle Spear didn't Terra Poison this time.
That's 4 times super effective. Nope, that's ground. Never mind. That's 2 times super effective as it lives. And damn, that life orb is doing fucking dividends. Ouch.
It is, yeah. I mean, this Credily is... Yeah, that's -2 attack, and it was doing that much damage.
Jeez, going for the spiky shield.
Double protect.
The protect? Huh. Oh, for the maximum ingrain, and also because that leech life would have fucked you up.
Does this math actually, check out? Does this ingrain now stop this leech life from killing? It might now that it's Terra Poison.
Mm-hmm. Ironhead, damn boy. A lot.
Another flinch. Sludge Wave doesn't affect the steel type.
The steel type, that's smart. As there goes the Diva, unfortunately. The leech life, that definitely would have fucking killed if it did Terra.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
And, that Protect, getting a little bit more from that Ingrain, it's actually relevant. Nuzzle to the Glissypod, so now you got a 30% chance of not being able to leech life me again. But get this mouse out of my game!
That did not matter. I swear to God, that did not matter.
I hope it didn't matter. Giga Drain kills it!
Holy shit!
Oh! No, how does a Cradily die? We put in leech life in order for this thing to die, and Cradily is not dying!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here comes the Powdon. It's getting sandy again, and the psychic terrain.
Oh, skill swap. Let's get that emergency exit onto the Indeedee that's going to proc right now.
Mm-hmm. Pretty well played, actually. I kind of like that skill swap right there. That was smart. Because that definitely would have made Glissypod leave right there. Because we're going for a leech life again. We're kind of just trading absorption moves right now. But because the Cradily went Terra Poison, it's going to be taking Sandstorm Chip. I guess Ingrate kind of cancels it out, but...
Drain Punch into the Poison type makes me think that this Electros doesn't have much else besides Drain Punch for coverage.
Dog, what else are you running? Maybe Guardian just forgot that Poison resists fighting, because, I swear, this thing has to have, Thunder Punch at least, right?
It definitely does. It's got Thunder Punch, it's got Fire Punch, it's got U-Turn, it's got Zen Headbutt. It's got quite a few moves it could use here. But... maybe it's just running Drain Punch, Coil, and maybe some utility moves that we haven't seen yet. Not sure. Let's see. Heavy Slam. Giga Drain is going to do enough to keep it alive through another Leech Life. Not that it matters!
Oh, it sucks! Oh, no. Electros is definitely dead next turn.
Yes, another Giga Drain will do it. It does have Thunder Punch!
Yeah, okay, yeah. Guardian just forgot that fighting resist, or that poison resist fight. Oh, it lived! Wait, hold on. No, never mind.
Would have died to the Sandstorm Chip anyway, right?
Oops, that motherfucker died. Yeah, that's true.
But Cradely's finally gone. This thing has been such a pain in Guardian's side, and we're now 3-3, but we have a paralyzed Glissypod.
And a half-health Indeedee. This is going to be an uphill battle for Guardian, as Dirtball just goes for the Protect frame 1. Interesting.
Okay, we're getting that paralysis away. I forgot the Cloister actually had it too, but Heavy Slam's going to take out the Indeedee. We are now 2-3. Leech Life into the correct slot.
Smart. Oh, this is going to be tough.
Yeah, but I think this Cloister might outspeed. Here's Helping Hand. Who's taking some damage? No one if this Hippowdon dies, which it's going to.
Yep, there we go. No, I believe Berserker's the one that got Helping Handed. Am I wrong?
Oh, wait a minute. You're right.
Hippowdon used it. Yeah.
I didn't even know Hippowdon had it.
Boy? Something's gonna die.
Someone's taking an Iron Head, and it's the Cloister. You're out of here. It's now 2-1. And guess what we have left? We have the brothers.
It's Galissapod versus the fucking Blowjob Brothers.
We saw it in week 1. But we're not even seeing it. We're just Iron Heading you, maybe getting some more flinches, but Leech Life is so much.
I did a lot. Hold on. Poltergeist Anchor Shot.
Yeah, that's just a steel type move.
No shit, he can't escape. It's only him.
Yeah, this is Protect. Let's stop the Leech Life from doing it. Does Guardian read that this thing was going to be a Protect? No, okay.
I don't know.
But we've seen in terms of speed, this Galissapod goes second, which means this Berserker can get Iron Head with flinch chances on the table. A double Protect!
It's a second Protect! Oh no! It's gonna be close, folks. No, it does it again! I mean, why would you expect to do double Protect? But clearly that's Derpologist's win condition right now. Oh no, here comes the flinch. Oh my, goes for the Poltergeist! Kills him!
Wait, why did the Poltergeist go first? Was this a speed tie?
Speed tie?
They have the exact same speed.
No shot! Oh my god!
It came down to a speed tie! Oh my god! Now, notably, you don't actually heal that much from this Leech Life here, but you're alive! And if this thing has some fighting type move, like maybe Close Combat, does Galissapod learn Close Combat?
Fuck no. I mean, its name is gonna be Close, so I don't know. But I don't think that thing gets a fighting type move.
It learns Close Combat Trigger! Oh no! So if that Leech Life happened, I don't think this Iron Head kills after a Leech Life drain on this Delmies and then a CC into the Berserker. Oh no, it's choice. It's choice. It's choice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I was about to say, holy shit.
But that was from a 1 in 4 chance on a double Protect coming out from Derpologist as well. Because that thing was.
Oh. He Leech Life Berserker slot before, right? How much was that doing?
I think it was like 15%. So like I don't think it's actually that close. But
23. That's pretty good. 23?
Yeah. 23, but Iron Head's just doing enough. You always have flinch chances on your side, and
yeah.
I don't think Galissapod wins that end game, but it definitely feels a little bad to get beat in the speed tie when it really matters, and for your opponent to get a 1-4 Protect. Oh my goodness.
Holy shit. The star, I mean, I did read recently that like the stars align and like the planets align and like some other shit was happening like all at the same time too. Like some real Judgment Day bullshit happening, and I think that's why Matt won this battle. I mean, he also played really good. I mean, jokes aside, that was fucking insane.
Yeah, I 100% agree. The Protect was really cool. I love this Arbok Intimidate with the eject button to get some double Intimidate drops. The Terra Poison on that Kragilli.
That thing was scary.
Yeah, in Grain, I've got Protect on here. I'm just going to sit here and not die. I have this Terra Poison because I know you're trying to use a fighting type move into me, and I'm going to resist it. That Terra's so good!
With the Sludge Wave with the Togedemaru as a partner, so it doesn't get hit, but like Floor just gets hit hard. Cradily gets hit hard. Just Florges. Everything else gets hit pretty decently though. Nothing else. I don't think Guardian has any steel types. It's grayed out. It's hard for me to tell. But
not in this ring.
No, got it. Okay, but that is our first match, a 2-0 from Derpologist versus Guardian. Yeah,
an insane series of matches. You know, we can talk about how good the RNG was in Game 1, but you know, aside from a few shenanigans that occurred in Game 2 with maybe the Protects, the speed ties, and stuff like that, I think Derpologist played an incredible set, and I think Guardian did too. Even with some of that RNG against him, made this such a competitive set.
Mm-hmm.
So great job to both of our players. That is our first set of this match. We have an entire other set that we have to get to between Dwoo and Diz. Are you ready to jump into that?
I'm ready to go if you are.
All right, let's get it. Anyways, so here we have Burgle or Diwu versus Diz, our second set of the match. We have Burgle as Juan, the one, the only forgettable trainer.
He's not wrong, folks. He's not wrong.
Yep.
This guy's in one game.
Show me the cap. But yeah, we got Burgle versus Diz, two players that are 2-1 in the draft so far. The winner of this will be 3-1 and have a nice ride into playoffs, or at least be in a very good position to do so. So let's start. Let's take a look at these teams, starting with Diwu's side here. We got
a newbie. We got Serena here.
That's right. We got Serena. Got them feet on deck.
Careful. But more notably, it has I forgot the name of its ability, but it has that ability that prevents priority moves. Isn't that right? It's like Queen something.
Queenly Majesty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Queenly Majesty. Both you and your ally are protected from priority moves coming into you. So really, really good ability in a doubles format where that's going to happen relatively frequently.
That said, I don't see any Mons on Diz's team that could be running priority moves. It's kind of just like the sunset and I'm fast anyways.
Yeah, so it's a bit of an interesting... I feel like Serena was probably brought just for the typing, not necessarily the ability on it. Because, yeah, we haven't really seen Diz put out a lot of priority moves going into you. It's been a lot of Trick Room after you with Lilligant to get Torkoal. You know, everything is, let's get Torkoal into go mode.
Serena also has an ability that prevents it from getting statused in sunlight, but I don't know how that would help it more than Queenly Majesty.
Yeah, I mean, Diz's team has really, once again, not really been about that statusing life.
Mm-hmm.
So not a huge reason to run or even Sweet Veil. Like, there's just none of its abilities are doing too much. So yeah, it's probably not being brought for its ability. But Queenly Majesty is a great ability in a doubles format. Just maybe not in this matchup.
Absolutely. This thing has 120 base attack. Yeah, this thing's just going to swing and fucking kill something. Maybe not most of the Mons on Diz's team. Why bring a grass type now that I'm thinking about it? What the hell?
So it's a good question. Serena has, first off, we should consider Terra, right? Like, you can always Terra something to not get hit. But it's possible that, because this thing learns Solar Blade.
Ooh, okay.
And if you're expecting the sun to come out, then that's a one-turn Solar Blade that gets to crack into something. Now, we see here on Diz's team that we have Fire type, Grass type, Grass type, Grass type, so Grass isn't going to be doing insane amounts of damage, but that's just a lot of damage in general.
Oh, I'm curious to see how or what Serena's going to do, because this is a very, very cool Pokemon, but I have a bad feeling that this is the wrong neighborhood for her to be in.
Now, there is something to be said as well. Serena can learn, like, Triple Axle, which is pretty good into these grass types.
That's true.
So maybe there's something going on there. Serena also has access to Taunt, so if maybe we're running this as a little bit more supporty instead of just trying to deal a lot of damage, maybe I can taunt the Lilligant to not be able to after you, taunt the Executor to not be able to Trick Room. There's a lot of different ways maybe you could build it with the moves that Serena has access to. But that's just Serena. We also have 5 other Pokemon on Diwu's side to take a look at. Notably, the rest of these are repeats. We've seen Magcargo before, Simisear, Palossand, Taurus, and Arahabaki in this in previous matches at Diwu's as well.
Did we see Magcargo and Simisear for very long? Because I remember them being there, but I remember there being like a there's like a smoldering like stain on the floor, like when I blinked afterwards.
Definitely for Mad Cargo.
Right.
Definitely didn't live long in the world where it stayed. I think notably it was a Pokemon, one of the Pokemon of all time.
He's a fun little guy, but I don't know. A little worried about him.
Yeah, it was brought versus ABC, who, notably dies to the earthquakes that Steelix likes to put out. Dreadnought got to liquidation it for approximately a bajillion damage. So it wasn't the healthiest slug on the table.
Well, I hope he has a better chance here with all these grass types, a steel type, and another fire type.
Notably a fire type that's going to enable Mad Cargo to do great amount of damage.
That's true. Another mono duo's team that I just I don't see a lot of potential at first, but I'd love to be surprised because I want to see this fucking silly snail pop off,
Exactly. I think Mad Cargo's a really cool Pokemon. Has an interesting primo, right? But has some pretty good special attacking moves as well as just good special attack in general. This thing's got a base 9. Well, I say good. Remember, this is Rising Star. 90 special attack.
Not bad.
Yeah, not too bad. You can run this thing to do good amounts of damage. It's got access to, Heat Wave, one of the best fire type spread moves outside of Eruption from Torkoal. It's also got Overheat if you just want to single target, kill target grass type, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's got access to some really good moves that we just didn't get to see a lot of when it was fighting ABC.
Hopefully it could stick around a little longer for this set.
Yeah, but speaking of sitting around, you asked Simisear. We did... God fucking damn it.
That's a guy right there.
We love the monkey. We gotta love the monkey. We saw Simisear actually do a good amount of work in its last matchup. It sat there in helping hand. It just stayed on the field for the entire match. I believe this was versus Derbologist. Versus Derbologist. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we last saw it, but I remember the Simisear was doing some helping hands. It had Heat Wave access itself to be able to do that spread fire damage, and just generally was good for being one of the monkeys. You know what I mean?
Surprisingly so. I'm pretty sure with our admin matches, the other monkey that we had was Simi-Poor with Drizzle. Right?
Did pretty semi-poor,
Yeah. That it did. But moving on to the other three repeats on Diwoo's team that I legally cannot talk shit about because all three of them have done very, very well in these last few weeks. Palossand just bulking the fuck up and being unkillable while also just kind of tearing through the enemy team. Tauros just boom! I don't know what else. Fuck, what's his real name? Claydol. Setting up the screens, living shit. I don't actually know if it ran any attacking moves, but it reflected physical.
He is the MF who reflects physical.
Yes, sir.
And there's really not much else to say about Claydol, if I'm gonna be honest.
Should we move into Diz's team? Because there's something there that has really caught my eye, and it's not Aromatisse, it's fucking Torkoal floating a foot off the ground for some reason. Did you see that?
You are in the presence of your new god!
It's fucking Chris Angel over here. What's he doing? Get down from there, Grandpa! You're gonna hurt yourself!
He's gonna hurt himself. Hold on. I think I mentioned this before. I have a light that turns on from a clapper, and my laugh just turned off the light in my room.
That's so fucking funny.
It is now dark in my room. Torkel has heard me talking shit. Didn't like it.
Turn the sun off for you.
Yeah. So Torkel is here along with his gang of misfits of Executor who wants to set up that trick room. Lilligant who wants to after you after getting the chlorophyll boost. We've seen it 100 times, and by that I mean like 6. And I anticipate this is going to be a very similar moveset from Diz, at least for this Torkel, Executor, and Lilligant.
Now I should mention the newbie on Diz's team, and I haven't said it yet this week, so I gotta ask, what the fuck does Aromatisse do, man? What does it do besides look like that?
Oh boy, does it look like that?
It sure does.
So Aromatisse has access to quite a few good supporting moves. It's got access to Wish. It has access to Trick Room, which is another Pokemon that Diz highly prioritizes. It has access to Aromatherapy to be able to get rid of status ailments if that's something that they're worried about. Has access to that Heal Bell. Once again, it's got Light Screen. It's got a lot of supporting moves. That's typically what it's about. Wish, I'm not sure if I already said that. And its abilities are really where I believe it shines the most. It's got 2, which is Aroma Veil, which protects it from stuff like Taunt that might be coming out, we mentioned a little bit earlier, because that's how you're going to get Trick Room shut out, is if you get taunted and you're not able to set up that Trick Room, since, it's inherently a very linear strategy. And its second ability is Healer, which is just your statuses have a chance to get cured at the end of your turn.
Not bad, not bad.
Now, that could stop burns, potentially, from coming out. That we see the Simisear and Magcargo are, fully capable of doing. Maybe some Toxics might come out. We saw that Palisand was a big fan of Scorching Sands and to burn you and to hex you. So Healer might be able to prevent that. If the thing is running Aromatherapy, Heal Bell, whatever it may be, it will also prevent that.
Did you mention Heal Pulse as well? That's definitely going to be something I expected to be running.
Oh my god, this thing has Heal Pulse? What are we doing here? Oh my god, this thing has Ally Switch. This thing has After You.
Oh no, you're right.
Oh, this thing's got some moves. Hold on. Heal Pulse, Helping Hand. Holy mackerel. This thing's got some moves to it. Skill Swap? Hello? I don't think you're skill swapping anything, but...
This thing gets After You. Wait, am I reading that right?
You sure are. It has After You and one of the worst speed stats I've ever seen in the world.
It's like, it's 29. That sucks.
Yeah.
Torkoal might be faster.
I don't think so. I think Torkoal's got 20 speed. But it's definitely close. And it shouldn't be.
Counts. Look at this fucking thing. Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
Almost.
So,
Almost.
It's there. I don't anticipate we're going to be seeing After You from the Aromatisse, but, it's there. Makes the Torkoal go marginally faster.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Arboleva Caparaja, who we've seen before. Arboleva has access to that Seed Sower ability, which allows us to get, pseudo leftovers on the team without needing to actually run it, or just additional recovery on top of it. That's pretty much what we've seen Arboleva doing. It has, pretty decent, actually pretty good special attack of 125.
Oh, whoa, holy shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, this thing gets access to Leaf Storm, doesn't have, the contrary ability like a Superior, but it's got Leaf Storm to just do insane amounts of damage. Not just sit there to just look pretty as a nice olive tree.
This thing also got Strength Sap, doesn't it?
Yes it does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, say goodbye to your physical attackers, which, Taurus and Serena are on the other side, and makes them for some real nice healing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Caparaja. It's probably running, body press / heavy slam, whatever your, whatever flavor you're feeling like today. It's got Sheer Force, probably running it with Life Orb that we've seen before in order to negate that Life Orb chip.
Pretty standard, pretty simple mon. It's gonna come in and hit something.
Yeah.
That's about it. Maybe tank some hits.
Yeah, super high HP stat, so you're probably not dying to one hit to something. You know, future Zach, you can quote this when it dies to something immediately. But outside of that, I mean, we've seen most of these Pokemon from Diz's team. Really, the only new thing is Aromatisse, and I anticipate this thing's probably just going to be a Trick Room setter. Not entirely sure why this was chosen over maybe some of the Pokemon he's brought on previous weeks. But, you know, it's probably got a reason. Maybe it's a Fairy type, which is good against certain things on Diwoo's side.
A lot of potential on both of these teams. Let's see how it shakes out, shall we?
Yeah, I should mention one notable thing about Aromatisse over a Pokemon that Diz has brought before, which is Robska. There is no revival blessing for this game.
Oh yeah, Diz has run Robska every single other time, hasn't he?
Yeah, so this means when a Pokemon dies, it is dead. There's no reviving back with 50% HP. You know, we're here to stay here with one life. So
as Arceus intended.
Exactly. I don't know. Maybe Diz decided that I don't really need an extra life when it comes to this team. You know, I need the utility that Aromatisse provides me more than that extra life.
Maybe considering healing them on to be more important than reviving them on once in this scenario.
Yeah, I could agree, because, yeah, that heal pulse is going to be crazy, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to get into Game 1 of Diwoo versus Diz. Let's get it!
That's right! Got some good luck, have funs, we like that. All good, my bad for being late. It's okay, we were talking about the teams for so long. We got Lilligant.
Lilligant Alter!
And your boy.
That's right.
Names from Diz's side again, though.
Yeah. If there's one thing I'm going to be very sad about is if, you know, the two finalists just don't nickname their Pokemon at all. I'd be very sad.
Well, if it happens, it happens. There's not much we can really do about that unless we get into Draft 3 and we mandate nicknames, which I'll have to talk to Drizzle about. As Arbonova goes down immediately with a high jump kick. Holy shit!
Okay, first off, we're running a high jump kick. We got some HJK in the building.
HJK with the HH helping hand, killing the Arboliva.
It doesn't matter if that's super effective. That was probably killing Aromatisse.
Oh my god.
Alright, Exeggutor is out. We've got two utility Pokemon coming out. Heatwave missing the Aromatisse, but Exeggutor's going to take a lot!
50.
Citrus Berry, we've seen in Drought, this thing's running Harvest. Question is, do we get it back? Trick Room is up.
Aromatisse sets up screens. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's setting up some screens. We did get a Harvest trigger. Dazzling Gleam not doing too much, but a Side Shot getting good damage.
The Salic Berry.
Speed Boost's not going to be very good in this Trick Room.
That's true. Crit on the Aromatisse doesn't deal a lot of damage. No burn from either of them either. That's kind of a shame.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this healing that's going on here. Like, nice Heat Wave, but I just healed so much.
Oh, the protect. Okay, double protect. I was about to say, who are you blocking? The monkey's the one getting hit right now.
Right. I mean, this double protect, we need to stall out this Trick Room so that way Torkoal can't just come in for free. And so,
I love seeing from Diz's side how he's really focusing on Simisear right now, really cementing how important and integral that the monkey is to this team and this draft in general.
Yeah, very interesting that this Aromatisse is only clicking Dazzling Gleam. Like, it has access to Protect. So it makes me think that its fourth move isn't like a Heal Pulse, because doing the damage isn't too relevant. Simisear resists it being a Fire type, and, you know, obviously the Sour Habaki wasn't taking a whole lot from it.
Yeah, I wonder what Diz's plan was with the Aromatisse then, just sending it out and having it do chip.
Oh, miss!
Sucks!
That really sucks. That would have done so much damage to this Exeggutor. Oh, it's...
Keep him on with a light screen if it would have done that much, but all a part of the game as Burgle is in tune with how fucked up the RNG could be. Obviously saw the Derpologist versus Guardian match from 3 seconds ago. Holy shit, and one-shots again! Holy shit! U-turn!
We've seen Exeggutor be brought to every single match so far, so bringing a bug type to go into this Exeggutor is so good! And it provides a little bit of tempo here going into Trick Room being gone. You can bring out a fast Pokemon. Old Sheldon.
We got Diwu, the goddamn lumberjack over here, felling 2 trees in 1 shot. His Copperjaw is smartly protecting against this because here comes the heat wave. That does pretty good damage to an Aromatisse, I must say, as the Trick Room comes back up.
Yep. All right, Terra Fire, we're not happy with the amount of damage we're doing. And you just protected this Copper Raja's not looking low for this world.
Ironhead, you better hope that flinches or you're going to need a wish because here comes the heat wave. Oh my god, it did so much. Right, hey, over Future Zach, overlay past Zach saying the Copperjaw wouldn't get 1 shot.
No. So you're probably not dying to 1 hit to something. Oh, it came true! No! Oh, I've been bamboozled by myself! Oh,
I'm already very satisfied with how well my cargo is doing right now.
Yeah, so
but,
this...
Diz hasn't even sent out his Torkoal yet, has he?
No, sure hasn't. Trick Room is now back. Aromatisse just set it up last turn, and this Copper Raja dying is basically setting the stage for it. But I do want to mention this Magcargo Terra. I'm not sure without running the calcs, but getting rid of that rock type means that that Ironhead did much less damage than it was supposed to.
That's true. Would have been neutral, right?
Yeah, it would have been neutral damage, which I don't think would have been enough to kill the Magcargo, but maybe to the eruption that might be coming out from this Torkoal now. If
you say that, but maybe he's sending out the Lilligant for some. Oh, here comes Torkoal, obviously.
Yeah, but we got 3
not floating anymore.
We got 3 fire types on the field. Like,
oh, it is hot in Topeka as the Earth Power does pretty good damage. Like you said before, that Terra Fire helping it out.
Yeah, so notably, this Torkoal did not go for the eruption. Power gem into it. That's a special attack coming in clutch here.
Bad news, though. He's definitely going to die the next turn as he's switching out to Harabaki, certainly dodging this Earth Power. Very smart.
That's right. And, I mean, we've talked about this screen that was set up on the, Aromatisse, but we saw Harabaki put up that light screen, which has been saving this monkey from so much damage. It would have been dead so long ago. It's been 10 turns, Trevor.
Oh, so here we go with Torkoal now Terrifiers this time. The monkey protecting himself, staying alive. Diwu is really keeping his fucking record right now. As it's 6-3 right now. It's Rain Dance.
Sets up the sets up the rain. The monkey's not long for this world anyway, and now nerfing your Torkoal. You need to switch out to get drought back up. And now what are you gonna do to maybe a heat wave coming out for the monkey?
Helping hand, Psy Shot, that doesn't do enough damage, that's a shame. But, still pretty good as we're setting up another Trick Room. This is making sure that Torkoal is going to come out next turn, and it's just going to slam dunk that shit as the Dazzling Gleam finally takes down Sincere.
Yeah, but, I mean, what a Pokemon. Like, if we're talking about balancing utility, that Sincere did so much work. Oh, and now the Leaf Storm, we have 2 Pokemon down for Diwu's side, but, man, is it looking rough.
This should be good for Diwu right now because he could smartly predict that. No, never mind. I was going to say Lilligant would swap out, but I suppose not.
Clear Smogon.
Going for the clear Smogon. What are you doing? What are you doing? You.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
I was about to say you just helped this guy out. Damn.
Probably wasn't.
Here comes the king of the castle himself, King Camelot.
That's right. First time we've seen the Camelot come out here. But, I mean, Heat Wave is going to do a lot, but not enough even through the Fire Boost and Terra Fire. Oh, man, this Dazzling
Gleam takes that old Sheldon, though, as Season 2 is over and it's not getting renewed.
That's right. Good riddance. Aromatisse is getting some leftovers. And this Torkoal has been alive for a few turns, but Diwu just doesn't care. And why would you when a Heat Wave miss? It double missed! No!
Oh, my fucking God.
Yo,
Earth Power takes out the Torkoal. This is down to only this cunty Furby. Never fucking mind, it's gone. Solar Blade takes it down. We didn't even get to see Tauros this game. Burgle, dude, damn.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was an incredible. How are you gonna double miss Heat Wave? That's crazy.
I hard fucking read. Diz turn 1 on the next game. Torkoal has to be out there because I could feel it not being there really hurting Diz for like that entire first half of the match. But then as it came out, you could see it start to swing back and it felt like Diz had more of a shot there, you know?
Yeah, it really did feel like once this Torkoal came out, it was a bit of a different game. Like, we saw this Aromatisse was in, it was setting up the Trick Room, it was getting ready for this Torkoal, but outside of that, it was just clicking Dazzling Gleam, doing like 10%, 10%. And Arboliva had Seed Sower, Grassy Terrain out, that was just basically negating Aromatisse in the entire first place. And we never even saw a Heal Pulse come out from this Aromatisse.
Yeah, who knows what its fourth move even was. Like, it didn't seem like...
Oh, we actually do know all. It's Protect,
Oh, it's
Wish. That's right. So, now Wish, I believe, can only target your slot.
Correct. So you'd have to Wish and switch.
Yep. And outside of that being bars, like Aromatisse switching into the Torkoal, I guess there was just never a good spot to do it, because Torkoal had to be in to put in that threaten, like to threaten things, had to be there to set up the Trick Room, which means you need to have Lilligant coming in for the Aromatisse. And, I mean, once we saw some poison moves go into that Aromatisse, can you really switch Lilligant in there?
Wait, hold on real quick, I'm bugging. What's Diz's third mon?
Arboliva.
Who set up the light screen on Diz's side in the first couple of turns? I thought it was Aromatisse.
Executor.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, the pass driver was wrong. I thought that thing set up a screen. My bad. Anyways.
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah, we did see Executor just died to U-turn, right? And I think U-turn's
Yes.
a great bring on this Serena to, I know you're going to be running hella grass types. So I get to kill your grass type, or at least do good damage, and then switch into something that can maybe resist your fire type move coming out from Torkoal, or a grass type move that's coming in. Like, I'm not that scared of it. Wow, and like you said, we didn't even see Taurus.
I'm gonna say, all in all, for this first battle, to those of you who voted for, who bet on Serena and Mad Cargo doing super well, you're fucking welcome, because me talking so much shit in the beginning, those odds must have been crazy. You must have got a hella fucking payout for that shit. And I'm glad I was wrong. That was cool as hell. Fucking double Oko on fucking on Lilligant. Fuck, why is his name Lilligant? God damn, it's on Serena and Mad Cargo actually doing so much work. Even outperforming his big brother Torkoal in some ways. Like, fuck, good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, we talk about these Pokemon. Palisand, did some work at the end there, but it was really the Mad Cargo show with, a little bit of, and, Simisear just not dying. This thing just didn't die.
Just kept helping handed it up,
Yeah, I see with Salak Berry, this thing's running Gluttony to be able to get that speed boost even faster, but even with the speed boost in Trick Room, it just wasn't dying going last. D-Gleam just wasn't doing enough.
Whew.
So now how exactly does Diz go, like you said, this Torkoal's got to come out turn 1?
It's turn 1 or next. There's no fucking shot it's not out like the first couple turns.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree, because in most of the matches that Diz has won, it's been because this Torkoal has been able to come out and your opponent has just not been able to answer what happens. So
This thing's a fucking threat.
Yeah, I posit to you, Diwu, I have shown you my Torkoal Lilligant. Please respond. So let's find out if Diz decides to go down that route, and let's find out in game number 2, Diwu versus Diz. Let's see.
Starting out with Mad Cargo and the monkey Simisear. There's a Lilligant.
There he is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The
Now,
immediate
Virgo,
swap.
You know what? I bet Diwu fucking called it, because he started out with both of his fucking Firemons. Sleep Powder.
Okay. Sleep Powder, that's huge. I mean, now this Mad Cargo, that was a free turn. Free switch into this Aromatisse, which is going to assume set up Trick Room here. Nice from Burgle. Really like that swap. Oh, this
thing's sashed.
Okay.
Notice...
Oh!
It's dead.
Nice sash, idiot!
That's my fucking boy, the monkey.
Wow.
The monkey's heat wave. The monkey's fist.
And shout out to Torkoal. Thank you for giving me this drought boost. Heatwave missing the Aromatisse, though.
Doesn't matter. You know who he's aiming at.
Yeah, that's true. U-turn.
Anyways.
Let's get Palossand. I want to click some Scorching Sands on your Caparaja. What are you going to do about it? I'd like to know.
Sun's out, buns out. You gonna protect again, idiot?
Switching into an Arboleva when you're anticipating a Heatwave, but it's not a Heatwave, it's a Helping Hand!
Oh man, so many misses. Oh god, it takes him down! The monkey!
Wait a minute. Okay, first off, Caparaja is dead! So, you're probably not dying to one hit to something. So, I want to talk about that play because at first I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I'm going to click Heatwave. What are we doing? Demo's like, I'm going slower. I know I'm going slower. I need to priority Helping Hand instead of sitting here clicking Heatwave to do no damage. So, great play to Helping Hand there on the Palossand. Now I kill your Caparaja for your ignorance.
Very smart play.
Oh, the sunlight is out. It is Trick Room. I have never heard a more perfect scenario for this Torkoal. What are we doing here? Terrifier! Who's dying?
Eruption. Oh, wow, that did a lot to Palossand. Holy shit. And Leaf Storm will take it out, unfortunately, as Old Sheldon is still currently on a hiatus right now and is going to sleep through this right now.
Yep. Oh, a jetpack!
I completely missed that.
Ooh, Leaf Storm a jetpack. Okay, I've never actually seen that before.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen that somewhere, but definitely not on our Arboleva.
Yeah. All right, here's another eruption. I'm still at 100%.
Oh, don't wake daddy. Power jab. Oh, it doesn't kill. Right, we saw that before. My bad.
We did, yeah, but now eruption's not doing anything, but I'm still going the fastest. Heatwave. Oh, but that cargo being fire rock is so good at this Torkoal.
Always as we have to take out the Executor.
Oh.
All right, is Claydol gonna go for it? Yep, the Psy Shock. Wow.
Oh.
Cleans the fucking field right now. That light screen.
Yeah.
All that damage on Torkoal was super important.
So important. Such a crucial wake up the turn that he woke up. Arboleva, Aromatisse are the last two Pokemon. We know Aromatisse's only attacking move is Dazzling Gleam. This Arboleva needs to put in work.
It's Roland Furioso. I'm not sure what the reference to that is, but I like it.
Roland Furioso.
It's probably Roland, but Furioso. Anyways, fuck.
Yeah.
It seemed like a strong standing for Dewu, but Claydol goes down, and Taurus is gone down quite a bit. That's not looking good.
Yeah. So notably, can we talk about No Intimidate?
Oh, interesting. So it's probably going for Sheer Force then.
Yep. So, get us some Raging Bull that, I know you're not going to set up screens. Well, which is wrong because Executor did. But, I like the Sheer Force here instead of Intimidate because you've seen Diz's team before. You've seen Arboleva. You've seen Executor's running Side Shock. This Torkoal's only running special attacking moves. I don't need to drop your attack. I don't care about your attack.
Yeah, whose attack did you drop? A Caparaja? Play the clip again.
Right. Protect from the Arboleva, deciding I'm not going to go for an attacking move. You're going to Raging Bull into me because this is the threat on the table.
Smart play on Diz as now Aromatisse is going to heal itself, I guess. That's good. There's not much we could do, though. I mean, a Dazzling Gleam is not gonna. I mean, it's not gonna kill anything. It's gonna chip. Chip's good, I guess.
Would have been an absolute disaster if Dewu clicked HJK into that Arboleva.
Oh, you're right. I think that's what he did last time too.
Yeah, but thank goodness this was not an HJK. Probably expecting that the Torkoal and the God damn it, Dewu. The Serena together could kill this Arboleva if it didn't decide to protect. So there's no reason to risk that. Ooh, try to go for the double.
Protect. Oh, wow, that's so much.
Yeah, that's at Sheer Force, assuming that that's what it is. U-turn's going to take it out. Now I have Tempo. Magcargo's coming out, and your Aromatisse can only click Dazzling Gleam to try and win this game, and it's just not going to happen.
Well, it's full health and it's set up the Trick Room, but within the grassy terrain, and this Dazzling Gleam is just not going to do a lot of damage. I'm not sure what you're protecting for, buddy. Do you think my cargo can HJK? I mean, what legs?
Right? I mean, you're just giving Taurus and Magcargo healthier. Like, that's all that is. A Wish comes out. Oh, we stall him.
Oh, praying for an overheat. Okay. I mean, the problem is, of course. Oh, Jesus Christ. The problem, of course, is that Dazzling Gleam is not going to deal enough damage. That is chip. Even if Grassy Terrain's gone, even if Light Screen's gone, even if this thing like snuck in a choice specs or something, I don't think you're going to kill anything, buddy. I don't know what we're going to do here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the play here is I don't want Grassy Terrain to be on the table, so I'm just going to try and stall until eventually you're just actually taking damage instead of healing. But I mean, Light Screen's gone, which means you're doing more damage, but a Terra normal Raging Bull's probably got to take it out.
Hold on, that actually did quite good damage. Could that have... How much did that do to...
Did 33% to the Taurus.
33. Did it have 33 beforehand?
Oh, well, before it was Light Screen. So,
True.
Yeah, so it couldn't do that much damage. Outside of a crit, right? But
that's right.
Clear Smog.
We've seen some crazy shit happen before. Is that damn? Speaking of which, there's a crit. Takes it down. Damn.
For what it's worth, I don't. Oh God. Okay, hold on. There's a lot of chat here to go through. But before we do that, I don't actually think this crit matters. What we saw the Raging Bull do 59% before. This thing was Terra normal, which is going to boost that attack by a good amount of damage. So I don't think that crit matters at all. I think it's dead. I think that's a said and done game by the time the Arbolova died. But yeah, let's take a look at what they were saying here.
Let's see. Gruen Fixer. What? I don't know what that
means. This is a Limbus company reference. I know Diz plays a lot of it. I don't know if Debu does. But
looks like they're chatting about it. They're getting their dongs back or something. That's interesting. Okay.
Kanto 6. Kanto like Pokemon? Probably. That's okay.
Interesting. LOR, Lord of the Rings, like.
I thought of Legends of Runeterra off the rip, but Dong Bake is not a thing in Legends of Runeterra, so I don't know.
It's definitely a Limbus thing.
Yeah, that's Limbus Company. I'm not sure what this LOR means, but good that our players are bonding over something that we are too stupid to know, too ignorant, if you will.
Yep, but you're here for this ignorance, as that's a. That's the matches that we have for this week. Due to our circumstances, might be a little shorter than usual, but nope. Stop checking the timestamp. Nope, there's nothing else. We don't have anything left.
Wait, this video's almost over, huh? Mm-hmm. Wow, we don't have any more surprises for you.
It's a shame, but that's how it is sometimes, man. Every day can't be Christmas.
But, I mean, for what it's worth, we only had 2 sets this week, but goddamn, were they some sets!
I'm really pleased. That show was bombastic. I was worried it was going to be like, oh man, I ordered 2 6-piece chicken nuggets and like that's my day, I guess, whatever. And instead it was like, damn, there's onion rings in this shit!
Oh!
That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, these were both 2-0s, by the way, for what it's worth, but every single game, like this Magcargo, this Taurus, this Serena was also low on HP. It's not like Diz was completely out of this match. There was a bit of dominance being shown at the end. It's sort of a checkmate situation. But that's not to say that Diz didn't make that game close.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, and we also, if we're thinking back to the Guardian versus Derbologist set, I mean, those were some insanely close matches.
Mm-hmm.
Some real butt clenchers.
You could really see the timelines diverge every time a crit or a flinch did or did not happen because holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That shit looks like a spider web with how many divergences there are.
Yeah. Wow. What a great week to set ourselves up for the final week of the round robin stage.
Oh, so next week's the last one before playoffs, huh?
That's right. We have 6 weeks of our round robin. We have done 5 of the 6 weeks, which means after this upcoming week, we will have made our cut to playoffs where our top 4 players will be participating in a single elimination bracket to find out who is the true winner of the of the Rising Star Draft.
cut that.
Yeah,
Cut
of course.
that.
I wouldn't dare say popularity draft. I mean, that would be crazy. I mean, you'd have to watch that on Drizzlefrog's channel.
Yeah. YouTube.com/.
Lito Hito.
Cut that.
I'm just gonna cut the whole fucking thing.
But yeah, that's it for this week. Say, what matches can we expect for next week? Because seeing as we had a bye for this week, we should have a bye for next week, unfortunately, as well. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah. So everybody after this final week will have played one another that are still in the draft, and so our players already know who they're going to be fighting. Just a simple process of elimination. But for you guys, we have Guardian versus ABC 102493. We've seen ABC had a bye this week, was supposed to be fighting Shine, got the bye for this week, so we're going to see him finally in action in week 6 fighting Guardian. And then we have Diz versus Derbologist, who are going to be fighting it out, and then Diwu will be receiving the final bye of the season, basically finishing his round robin matches for now. Moving into playoffs.
Gives Diwu some pretty strong standings to end off on right now. I mean, it's hard to say compared to the other players, but like at least for this week, it was a very dominating performance.
Yeah, we've seen Diwu do incredible throughout this draft, only losing one set this entire round robin stage, that being to ABC 102493. I mean, we've just seen Diwu do so much work in pretty much every set that he's done through this Palisand, through this Taurus, through this week that Mag Cargo, the Simisear. Like, we've seen these Pokemon that, aren't the greatest, but have been putting in so much work, and Diwu's been piloting it expertly.
Come a long way, and you love to see it.
Yeah, so he gets a break for this upcoming week. Gets to relax after having that nail biter of a set versus Diz, But to our other 4 players who do need to play in week 6, I wish you the best of luck.
And we will be there to watch you with great interest.
It's going to be cutthroat. This is the final week to prove you deserve to be in playoffs.
But anything else we need to say before we sign ourselves off? All right, well, now that we're at the end here, and since next week is going to be the last week before the playoffs, can we take a look at the standings right now?
Yeah, so the standings are actually pretty interesting. We have, with this current week, week 5, Diwu has secured himself a spot into playoffs. ABC 102493 has also, with his record, regardless of his week 6 standing, will also make playoffs. So we have 2 guaranteed spots. The other 3, Diz, Derbologist, and Guardian, all have the same record of 2-2, which means they all are going to be scrapping it out for those 2 final spots in playoffs. So this week 6 is super integral.
Yeah, because none of them have a bye next week, so they're all going to be fighting for their chance to make it to the playoffs, huh?
Yeah, and I mean, we just have Diz versus Derbologist. That is going to be an incredibly close set between them. It's definitely going to be a match to look out for. But I mean, those are the standings that we have so far heading into the final week of the round robin. Not much else to say except that I'm excited to see this week 6 gameplay. What about you, Trevor?
I'm really excited, especially after this week. I gotta admit, just 2 matches, back to 2 matches again. I was kind of down about it. I was like, oh man, it's not gonna be a lot of content, but it was brought the fucking hype, and especially with how tense things are gonna be next week, it's gonna bring the hype again. I'm real excited for it.
Yeah, I cannot wait for week 6. Wow. Now, with that being said, want to give some shout outs. First of all, to the players for providing us with this great content week after week, especially this week. Great job to everybody. I think you played fantastically, and I know you're going to bring your A game in week 6 and the playoffs moving forward. And, obviously, shout out Trevor, Drizzle, for making the thumbnail. It's always fire. You know it is. You know they bring that shit every week. And any last things to say, Trevor?
Let's see. Debu has the bye next week, but ABC is playing despite still being guaranteed for playoffs, right?
Correct. Yes, they're going to be fighting Guardian.
That doesn't mean you can slack off, okay?
It's true.
And I'm not saying that from the content side. I'm saying you need to play your ass off, because if you get 5-1, you're going to be top seed, and it's going to be even easier on the playoffs for that.
That's right. You want to fight. This is a seeded bracket. You want to get that top seed to fight the 4th seed. It's important. That seeding could change the entire outcome of how you do in the bracket. That's single elimination. Everything's on the line.
I don't want to see any throwing unless you have fling big nugget pickup, okay?
True.
That's all I'm saying.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Unless you picked... Was throw in this bracket? No, right?
No, there was no
Muppets
throw or sock. Nope.
Okay.
Good riddance.
So no throwing. Or socking.
That's right. It's banned.
Wait, hey, yo.
Well, no sucking either, all right?
No sucking. My hands are up, folks. My hands are up. I didn't mean to do this. I'm sorry.
But that is the end of week 5 of the Rising Star Draft. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Trevor, for co-commentating.
Thank you, Zach, for primary commentating.
Whatever it may be.
You were co-commentating, sure.
That's right. I
just wanted to boost you up there, because you definitely talk a lot more than me. But yeah, thanks to everyone for all their participation, for providing the good content that we can serve up to you in a, I don't know, like a sandwich or something. But anyways, that's it for week 5, and we'll see you next week for week 6. Bye.
Bye.